Hello beautiful people, my name is Jean and welcome to my channel. Now this video is going to be about the reasons why guys ghost girls. Before I get into it, let me clarify. This might not always be the case, yeah? Different strokes for different folks. There's so many people in the world, so there's no way the things that I'm going to say in this video is going to apply to everybody. But having said that, these are some of the reasons why some guys have ghosted people, or so I've been told. So that's what I'm going to be sharing in this video with you guys. So let's get into it now. The first reason why a guy might ghost a girl is because you guys met or you guys went on a date, started talking, and he realized you're not on the same page, right? This goes either way. It can be from the guy, it can be from the girl. Most times, we women tend to romanticize situations that are not romantic. It's not a bad thing. It's just, unless you're the one asking a guy out, yeah? If you're not the one asking him out, and you're telling him from day one, this is what I want from you, and he has agreed that he's with it, then you guys can go with that flow. But if it's not like that, if a guy is the one asking you out or trying to get to know you or whatever, you push your move at the same pace. Don't go faster than him. Don't get to that place before he gets there. Like, emotionally, I mean. So when you guys meet, maybe for the first time, you're having dinner or you're just talking and you're already talking about some very serious things with him, like you guys are not there yet, and there's a way you start bringing these things up from the very beginning. It might overwhelm the person and it's going to be like, you want to move in with me today? So just let things graduate. Yeah, even though you feel like you're in love, you have butterflies in your tummy and all those things, try to contain yourself and watch the person that you're with to make sure that the both of you are on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, it's okay for you to understand if that's not what you want. If you don't want to move at that pace, that's what I'm saying. It's okay if you don't want to move at that pace. But understand that if a person does not also want to move at your own pace, they might not know how to communicate that, how to tell you that, oh, you're moving too fast though. You might feel like it's safer to just disappear. So that's number one. Number two, the guy only wanted to get physical. If a person only wants sex from you and he has gotten the sex, what is the deal there? But having said that though, there are some people that will not communicate these things to you, or for some people they felt like you both knew that is what you both wanted from each other. But the thing was that when you guys got physical with each other, you started acting like you were his girlfriend even though he didn't ask you out. I hope that does not sound complicated. Okay. Two people doing things that people that are married or who are in a relationship are supposed to be doing, even though they are not. And then because you guys slept together or whatever, you started acting as if you guys were in a relationship. He might feel like, okay, this is not what is, and he might just disappear. So it's always good to be upfront from the beginning. Know what it is that the both of you want from each other. And if this person is not being pay attention, open your eyes. If a person wants just one thing from you, you would know. Even though you might not be sure, but you get that feeling that because you know that your conversations, your interactions with this person is always going one-sided. It's always going to one thing. It's always going to one thing. And if you know that you want more from a person and this person is just bringing one thing, there's no point going there to go and find out. You can ask them upfront before you even get to that level. And if they don't ask you out, don't assume that you guys are dating. If they don't open their mouth and say, this is how it is, this is how it is, let's see how it's going. It's not a relationship term. If he does not ask you out, there's no point you going there and doing relationship things with him. And then at the end of the day, when it's like you want something from this person, you want to feel like you're with somebody, he's not like, what is doing this one? Might not disappear. I'll leave you heartbroken. So that's another reason. Number three reason that I heard is she had poor hygiene. You know, when you want to go on a first date, you're putting in all this effort into your looks, how you're going to look, you're trying to get your hair done, your nails done. In as much as you want to come correct physically, please also take care of your hygiene. Brush your mouth. Take care of yourself. It's not just about spraying very expensive perfume. Shower. Come clean. have a good personal hygiene. All these things go a long way. If you're dirty, there are some people that cannot stand that. So poor hygiene is also another reason why a person might meet you at for the first time or whatever, and they thought that you were this, and when they saw you, you didn't measure up, and then you disappeared. Another reason why a person might ghost you is because they felt they felt inappropriate. They felt like they didn't measure up. You know, when, let's say, for it's not everybody that is ambitious, yeah. It's not everybody that is. You have your own views about life. They have their own views about life. Even from your conversations the very first time you guys met, you know whether there's going to be a second date or not. If you tend to be, there are some people that might meet you for the first time and they feel intimidated. That's the truth. You have all these things, you have all these plans for yourself, you all the things that you've done, all those things, maybe from conversations. Once you open your mouth to talk, they're already feeling uncomfortable. This can be, if a person like this goes to you, it's a very good thing. Be thankful, be grateful that a person like that ghosted you. So if the reason why a person ghosted you was because they felt like, I'm just saying, that's another reason why a person might ghost you. If you have all these things going on for you and they don't have as much, they might feel intimidated and don't want to, they might feel like they don't measure up, kind of. The next one is, he was in a relationship. He was just basically testing the waters. You know, like I said in my other video, there are people that do this devilish thing when they have somebody else, but they're just trying to see what's out there. They're just trying to, there are some people that do this as a pastime, just to, not looking for anything serious, just looking for that emotional connection with somebody. And when they do connect with you and you're now feeling like you want to be around them the more, they just leave you high and dry. So always pay attention, open your eyes when you meet people, because you never know. Right? So that's another reason why a person might ghost you. Maybe he was having some, you know now how relationship can be sometimes. Maybe things were not always there at the time. Then he decided to put himself out there. He put himself out there, and you were the fish that his net caught. And when things are good back home, he might just leave you high and dry and just disappear. Another one is he's seeing multiple people. You know, in this online dating age, people feel like they have options and all that. There are people that go to, like, they see multiple people at the same time. So at the end of the day, they can just, it's all, for some people, it's all a game, right? So when you're meeting people and you're putting yourself out there, you need to be very careful. You need to, because there's just so many things, so many types of people out there right now in this dating scene. Don't just open yourself up for just anybody. There are people that are seeing multiple people, and he might meet you and he feels like, oh, okay, it's not this one, the other one is fine now, or the other one is whatever. And he won't even give you a heads up, because what will he tell you? I'm sorry, I'm seeing multiple people, and the other person I saw is, I feel like the other person is better, so I want to go. There's no explanation. So the best explanation would be to just disappear and leave you to deal with your. So remember when I said that most times the reason why people ghost people is it's often about themselves. They saw something that for them does not fit into the plan they already have for their life, or all those things. So but you yourself, when you're meeting somebody, you people are talking at the talking stage and all those things, it's called a talking stage for a reason. Talk and listen. When people are talking, listen. And it's not because, okay, you met somebody, they said, now, this is another one, yeah? When you're being too forward, you're on the first date with somebody and you're having conversations like, all my friends are married, I'm the only one that is not married. And you're already talking about how you want to do this, how the next relationship should just lead to marriage, how you're basically, all these things are safe conversations to have. I mean, depending on what you want, depending on what you need, and where you are at your life. And it's very important to be open. Say it all out from the beginning so everybody knows whether it's something they can do or not. But like I said before, there are some conversations that are no first date material. Like if things should be able to start, progress, and then get to that level. But if you don't want to go that route, it's also good. I'm just saying one of the reasons why a person might ghost a girl, ghost a lady, is because you were way too forward and they felt like, I mean, first date, you're already talking about coming to meet your parents and all those things. It might overwhelm a person. Like, you're not even giving them the avenue to even get to know you. Like, even know whether this is what they want, whether they want to take this thing to that level. You're already like, very, let's do this thing sharp, 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 sharp. It might overwhelm a person. And if they don't know how to tell you that, I'm overwhelmed though, they might just feel like it's safer to just disappear. The next one is you guys want different things. You know how first dates normally it's where you put it down and you talk about what you want out of life. Some people even ask you, what are you bringing to the table, or what's your 5-year plan, all those things. So for a lot of people, they take these things seriously, right? So when they ask questions like that and what you answer or what you say, what you want does not fit into their own plan or does not fit into their own idea or what they want. People are just not on the same page. Maybe they don't want to ever settle down. Maybe they just want to travel the world. And all you want in this life is to settle down and have a family. This person knows that there is no way this thing is going to work. What would they tell you? Don't settle down and start a family. Come, let's travel the world. Or don't travel the world. Come, let's go. For some people, it doesn't make sense. Instead of giving you, because for some people, when you tell them this thing is not going to work, they often start looking for, because they want it to work, they start looking for compromises to make, things to change, how to become that thing that you want so that you will be able to make this thing work. And for some people, they don't want you to make that sacrifice for them. They don't want to be the reason why you're unhappy because they feel like you giving this up or you becoming, because I heard a story, I read this somewhere, somebody said, okay, yeah, somebody was telling me that the reason why he ghosted a girl, a lady that they've been seeing each other on and off, and she's this very ambitious person. She's very intelligent, she's very creative, and she's somebody that has a lot going on for her. Yeah, she's going places and she keeps attaining more success. And him is just a basic guy. He's not all that ambitious. He's just very comfortable with the basic things, and that's how he wants to live his life. He has tried. He knows that he does not want to be that guy that is around all those things that she's around. And he cares about her, she cares about him. He knows that she cares about him deeply. And if he were to tell her that I will never be this person, she might bring up the option of, okay, why don't I leave this or stop this, or try to make herself fit into his own agenda or his own whatever. He felt like that's what would have happened. So instead of telling her that this was what it was, he just decided to ghost. He just disappeared, and that was why he disappeared. So it's a thing. The person feels like the both of you are not on the same page, and there's no way the both of you would be on the same page without one person having to sacrifice a lot for the other person, and they don't want to give you that option. They might just disappear. So sometimes a person ghosting you is not because they don't love you or because they don't care about you. It might even be because they are looking out for you, even though it might not feel that way. You would be like, why don't they just tell you? But the truth is, if they tell you, nothing good can come out of them telling you. So they just decide to disappear. So have that at the back of your mind. If you're there crying that somebody disappeared on you, it might be doing you a favor. Next one is you have poor communication skills. I've heard this more than one time where people are like, some girls that they've gone on dates with didn't really have good communication skills. I mean, getting to know somebody is supposed to be two-sided, right? You're supposed to get to know them and they're also supposed to get to know you. So if you're on a first date with somebody and your conversations are one-sided, you keep talking about yourself without letting them talk about themselves, or you just let them do all the talking. And when they ask you about you, you're very reluctant to answer, or you feel like their conversations, they are trying to make conversation. The least you can do is join in. The least you can do is give something back, right? But for some people, they just, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some crazy things, but if you have poor communication skills, right? If you don't know something, because that's one of the reasons why sometimes when a conversation starts, a person is awfully quiet because maybe they don't know a lot about that topic, or they don't really know what to contribute. It's okay. You can be, don't try to form what you're not. If you don't know, say that you don't know and try to steer the conversation to something that you do know, because it's them getting to know you and you getting to know them. So don't be ashamed of your interest, and also let other people talk about their interest and try to be interested. Even if you don't know a lot about that topic, try as much as possible to get to pick a thing or two, to learn, to want to know, because that goes a long way in making the other person feel, also have a good, feel like they're in good company, basically. So if you did not know before, it's very important for you to develop your communication skills, be able to interact with people well, because a lot of people look out for that in a person. The next one is this person. You know, in my other video, I said that some people are detectives. Some people are professional stalkers. Like when they have interest in you, they will stalk you everywhere. You know, now in this digital world, you have a lot of information about you out there. There are people that if there is anything about you out there, they are going to dig it up. Even the pictures, your baby picture self, in the hospital where you were born, there are people that are very, very creepily stalky kind of people. So if you, for instance, maybe you're seeing somebody, or for whatever reason you put yourself out there, and or maybe you also see multiple people. There are people that when they meet you, they go digging. When they go back home, they go snooping around to know more about you, the things that you have not told them. So those kind of people, if they find out that there are some things about you that does not align, they might just disappear. Also, this video will not be complete if I don't say this. Sometimes people don't have a valid reason for ghosting you. It's not about you. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just you're not just it for them, and it's okay. So if a person was showing you interest, they meet you and stop showing you interest, and they don't want to tell you why, just don't put so much energy into trying to find out why. Focus all that energy into becoming better for yourself. Because sometimes people don't have a valid reason, and that's why they disappear. Because they can't start telling you, not to know, I just don't like you. It wouldn't make sense to you. So that's another thing that you need to note. I know that there are so many other reasons why people might ghost people, reasons that you might think that they are petty. Sometimes a guy may also ghost you because he felt unsafe. Yes, you might be saying, how can a girl make a guy feel unsafe? There are so many ways that a girl can make a guy feel unsafe. But when you're on a date or you're getting to know a person and the person tells you, this is my pace, or this is what I want, don't do this or don't do that. If it doesn't work for you, tell them it doesn't work for you. Like I said in my other video, if a person says, don't come to my house, or I don't feel like we're there yet, don't just show up unannounced. Like bypass all protocol and just show up because you feel like you can. If you don't like the fact that they are being that way, you can tell them, I don't like the fact that you don't want me to do this or you don't want me to do that, and you guys can talk it out. They can give you their reasons why they don't want that, and you can also give them the reasons why you want it. And hopefully you guys can come to a compromise. But if a person tells you that I'm not ready for this, or this is not what I want, or this is what I want, try to listen to them. Don't just do your own thing because you feel like this is what you want, even though the other person has told you that this is not what they want. That's very important. That's another reason why a person might just ghost you, because you have no boundaries. So if there are other reasons why you've ghosted people, yes, you that you're watching me, that you've ghosted people, or somebody has ghosted you, that you feel like other people should know about, please do well to comment in the comment section. I really appreciate you doing that, because I would also want to know. And don't forget to give this video a like and share it with other people you feel like they should see it. I really appreciate it when you guys share my videos, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for following my channel, for sharing my videos, for being here basically. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get notified when I drop a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.